I'm Shelly Hyde, and I'm her little sister, Kara Hawk. We're from St. Cloud, Florida, and we're seeking $100,000 for 20% of our company, Raising Wild. Sharks, we practically grew up wearing swimsuits. We were raised in Florida, so we did anything from lobster diving to rope swinging, you name it, and we did it in our bathing suits. Shelly and I now have 4 kids each, and we haven't slowed down. But the suits of today can't keep up with us, because guess what? We're not kids anymore. So our need in a swimsuit has completely changed. So we've designed our bathing suits for fit, fashion, and function. Raising Wild is the perfect solution to the swimsuit struggle for women like us. Our cuts and colors hit at the right places to complement a beautiful variety of body types. But what really sets Raising Wild apart is our functionality, because we've added enough length in the body and coverage in the booty to allow free movement. We even have nursing-friendly suits. Shelly and I were raised in a family of 12 brothers and sisters.
Wow.
12. Right, ladies? These are our 3 beautiful mom models who also happen to be our test market and our 3 older sisters.
Oh,
so
wow.
we are pretty sure that you can do just about anything in Raising Wild, including pitch to an entire room full of hungry sharks. So now, sharks, while the sissies pass out your samples, we're going to slip into something a little more professional.
Shelly, can we see Barbara in one of these suits?
I only wear bikinis, that's it.
Thank you very much.
So tell us about the background of how you got started in the business.
So being raised in Florida, we were always on a swimsuit hunt, always. And so when we became mothers, we were still looking for bathing suits, but the reason for swimsuits changed for us.
But it seems shocking to me in a state like Florida that you couldn't find phenomenal bathing suits.
Well, you can, but gone are the days of us just laying still and looking pretty. We still wanted to have the edgy look and the sophisticated look, but still be able to scoop down up my baby and not
Without
have
your butt
things spill
hanging
out.
out the back, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Shelly, how much are your suits?
So our suits range between $138 and $156.
Wow.
How does that compare to the average?
It's roughly around $60.
Oh, so you're definitely higher end.
Yeah, we are. Definitely.
What's your average cost?
So our average cost per suit is roughly $38, including
Wow, that's a
materials.
great margin.
Wow, that's great margin.
It's about 250% margin.
So what are your total sales?
We can't wait to hear.
Our total sales are $130,000.
That's not horrible. Okay, that's not bad. How did you
sold
sell
online?
it? How did you sell it?
We have sold direct to consumer, and the only marketing that we've done this far is social media.
What's your vision? How big do you think you can get?
We actually feel like this could go huge.
Huge isn't a number. You have about 800 customers.
Yeah.
So how do you get from 800 customers to 8,000 customers?
We feel like if we can put some money behind marketing, that there are potentially...
But that's not enough.
Yeah.
How you spend money on marketing is far more important than how much you spend. And so people get confused. So strategically, you really have to dig in and know how you're going to test it in order to get results.
Oh, for sure.
Tell me a little bit about your background before you were moms. Do you have a career in retail?
Okay, so we're moms. That means that we're pretty much good at everything that we do. We are masters
You
at it
haven't,
all.
you haven't worked formally in this industry,
Yeah,
right?
no, we haven't.
I'm going to make a prediction. There's no chance in hell you're getting $100,000 from any of these sharks here. Because there's nothing to invest in here. At the end of the day, Shark Tank's about making money, about investing in companies that can provide returns. I don't think this is an investable company. I'm out.
Okay, so right now we're doing women's suits. We're expanding to kids' suits. And as we plan out our new products, we have this captive audience of purchasing mothers.
You got to be really careful, right? When you walked in, you said you're good at two things, designing suits and using social media to sell them.
Yeah.
When we talk about growth, we're going to add new lines, we're going to spend on marketing, we're going to get in retail, right? That takes you away from the organic growth that you've been good at. You've got to be really careful because you go too wide, too fast, you drown.
Yeah.
Right? You can drown an opportunity. So for those reasons, I'm out.
Ladies.
Yes.
I feel you have a really long way to go, a lot of work to do. So I don't see this as an investment for me.
Okay.
I'm out.
So, ladies, you know, the journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single footstep. You've done one footstep. Catering for a swimsuit strictly because you're mom-oriented. I just don't think it's sustainable enough. I think this is a very, very tough business with a lot of big players. I wish you all the best, but it's way too soon for me. I'm out.
Okay, well, thank you. What I wanted to say was that we aren't going to stop. And we would love to have a strategic partner and some infusion of cash to be able to get there faster.
Every entrepreneur that comes into the tank is loaded with passion. The earlier in the game, the more passion they have, but it's never really enough. I totally believe you're committed. Is there anything you could point to in your past that would help me feel as though you have accomplished something in the business world, even a small thing, or stuck with some personal journey that you've seen through to the finish line?
I have a son that was just a couple years ago diagnosed with ADHD. This was not the plan to tell you about this, but okay. He's amazing, but he was given a reading and a writing disability. And they told us it would be years before he would be at grade level and that we should hold him back. But we spent all of our extra time after school helping him. And we took him to early morning classes before school every day. We dedicated our time. And this year, at the end of the school year, he was reading above his grade level. He was the second highest scoring kid in his math class. So I feel like, yeah, I don't have a business background to say, look, here it is, here I am, but I can work harder than any person that is doing that, and I've proven that.
You couldn't have hit on a better story. Has nothing to do with business. But when I go home at night, after I finish my work day, I spend at least an hour and a half with my daughter, Kate, who's 10, who is ADHD. She can't read. She has a processing disorder. But what I have is a little girl with the confidence to the moon because she has a mother that is totally behind her. So I think a mom that could see that through, play that hand out, and stay with it is probably one of the most underestimated accomplishments in life. Okay?
It's true. It's true.
But let me tell you, there's a lot wrong with the business. You have a mom niche that is way too narrow because it's just a mom play. And I've just not seen any of them that really work out. Those are large obstacles to overcome. I am going to make an offer, but I feel like I have to make a greedy offer. I feel
bad things are going to happen.
I'd like to take 51% of the business.
Wow, so much love.
So you understand that Barbara's taking control of that business.
It's just I think you need an experienced hand to guide you.
Yeah.
My offer is contingent on you selling these suits for $99. Think about that.
Okay.
$99, I think they'll fly off the shelf. And I think most importantly, I want you to name each model suit after one of your sisters and have that sister model it. Because I just think it's going to be really cool that you have a huge family, you take advantage of it.
We feel like we've worked really hard for this company, and it's really, it's hard to give up part of our baby like that. We want to counter with 35% for $100,000.
I'll tell you what, I'll go to 50-50, but not 35%.
So you're not going to go any lower?
No, I won't, no. But I'll be there with credit lines if you need more cash.
Oh, this is just so hard.
Tough deals
you have to make a decision.
They're tough.
We just can't give up 50% of our baby. It's like sending
let me
two
help,
of my
guys.
kids.
Guys, let me help. 15% is the difference, right? If you think you can grow the business more than an extra 15% with Barbara's help, that's the decision-making factor. So don't try to just hold on to equity because the percentages aren't what's important. It's the value.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Good deal.